We started getting a following, not just from Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, from UAE, from Kuwait. Our fame was absolutely meteoric.
Came up with the concept of a car magazine, primarily to sell vehicles, and then it moved into reviews and test drives. Samir Uchi, the founder of this.
I bring in the passion and he brings in the organization. So we perfectly balance each other out.
Fantastic writer, one of the best automotive writer in the country. I'm the entrepreneurial person. Mo is just a walking dictionary of cars.
I am the editor, technically the guy who ensures that the content is done right, what kind of cars we choose, where we're going to shoot them, how the cover should look.
I have Muhammad on one side, Mo, and now I have Nadia.
I know nothing about cars and motorbikes, but I know everything about social media, so that's why I'm here. What else do you want me to say?
2004, Bahrain hosted its first Formula One Grand Prix. That was like a serious shot of nitros into our magazine. That's how Arabia Motors got on the map.
I do understand having social media involved. I'm just not sure if I agree it should be Nadia.
It's not like I actually give a about what the bike sounds like or does.
She can identify a car that looks good, but does she know what the car is? If she up, then we've got a problem.
Working with Mo, it's actually great.
He's got some good banter.
Basically the yin and the yang. I'm like laid back, don't worry, inshallah, we'll get the job done. And Samir's like, no, I want it now.
I know what I'm doing, he doesn't.
Really?
He is quite mean to me.
Seriously?
It has to be done now. And it's like crazy. Sometimes he drives me up the wall.
Very nice, very kind. They love me. They might say otherwise.
For me, it's more about slamming on the gas and seeing how much we can clock.
Some of the most luxurious cars have a home in this part of the world.
I get dragged around to all the meetings, I record everything, and then I put it on the social media channels.
Our magazine is very jazzy, it's very hep. That's what people love about it.
We're pioneers. It was one of the first publications in the Middle East.
If we're not talking about it, nobody else is, and it's not worth talking about.
I think it's absolutely amazing.
Look what's behind!
Oh my God! I get to learn about cars and motorbikes.
Moto Guzzi.
Moto Guzzi.
Moto Guzzi.
Moto Guzzi. Moto Guzzi.
You know what? Forget it. Just say California.
I get to experience things that people would pay for.
What did we do to her poor girl?
Opportunities like driving around a track.
Are you scared yet?
Going to someone's private collection and seeing all these really rare cars. This is crazy. Is that only one of them in the world? I'm excited to see where this goes.
Focus of the publication, get car culture rather than just cars.
So that's how we roll.
Arabia Motors started off first as a flimsy little rag. It was a small-time magazine with lots of cars to buy and sell. And then me and Sam got together and we decided we'd make it into a proper car magazine.
Every Monday morning we have a staff meeting. We discuss what we're going to be doing for the whole edition.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you.
Hey,
Nadia is our latest recruit. The social media podcasting thing I told you about. Cool. So this is her first day.
Pretty looking girl. That kind of like took 50% of my approval. This is good.
Basically, I'm here to strengthen your social media, just make sure we get more brand recognition, engage more with the customers, especially with tools like Snapchat, going behind the scenes and showing everyone what we do at the magazine. I think I did pretty good considering I was quite nervous, but I'm pretty sure I gave people a bad first impression of me. They're like, who the hell is this girl?
Excellent, good. By the way, this is Sangeet. He's my second in command. That's Tariq, and that's Claire.
Tariq is a sales director. Claire is also an editor. Muhammad doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Just smoke, chill out.
Do you have the planner?
Yeah, actually.
Can we see it, please? So basically, we have a Porsche, Camaro, a GT2000. Did you set all this up?
It's all been set up. It's all confirmed.
The Porsche, do you want Nadia to be in that?
It's the wow car, so I guess she should be involved in it.
Okay.
And then I'll give you the notes. You know anything about cars?
Nothing.
You know they have 4 wheels, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Some of them have 3 though.
All right. Anyways, that was a little bit worrying for me. If she's going to be representing us, she's got to have at least some kind of knowledge about cars. I want to see what you're going to do with this. And accuracy is very important.
Okay.
And we can't look stupid.
I've never been so embarrassed in my life. I must have looked like an absolute idiot.
Where do you want to do the GT2000? You need to come with us on that one.
I think we'll do that at the owner's garage. It is a fantastic background. It's almost like a club.
I'm getting really hot, so I'm gonna have to stand over here, guys. Oh my God, I am so embarrassed. I'm standing there like sweating profusely.
Makeup melting and high heels and things that just don't quite go with cars. This is the Ex Diablo, the Ducati.
But do something different, man. Give me a wheelie or something. I mean, I'm sick and tired of doing bikes.
I love that bike, so I'm gonna be taking care of this one, don't worry. Bugatti at the circuit?
I want to do it for the archive because I have the cars available now. Content is something that could either come to you immediately, as in like you get a whole lot of cars, you use some of them, and you keep the others as archive.
Lastly, we just got the reports on our 200th edition of Arabian Motors, and it was a complete sellout. I'm very happy. We did a great job. It was really good. I want more of those special editions, and more the better. Nadia, we'll keep you posted. There's gonna be a lot of night work over here, but it's important because it's for deadlines. It's for the magazine. All right, let's have a good week. Yalla.
Khalid Abdurrahim's personal car collection comprises of some of the best cars in this GCC region. It's not normal to see so many amazing and rare cars under one roof. The Carrera GT.
Wow, that is a beautiful car. I love Porsches. How fast does this go then?
It can shoot from 0 to 100 in about 3.5 seconds, which is pretty quick, to tell you the truth. Top speed, obviously over 200 miles per hour.
Okay, wow, that is beautiful.
See how the gearbox is mounted?
Yeah, that's quite high up, isn't it? I need to snap some of these in here.
The Carrera GT, one of the best looking cars designed in the modern day and modern times. It's got that whole Le Mans look going for it. It's a limited edition car. You know, there's like about 1,270 produced.
And can I ask what these are?
These are to let out engine heat. It's got a 5.7 liter V10 engine and it produces around 612 bhp. You see these vents right here through the door? The vents lead up to
that.
the engine bay to help the engine cool off. And
Okay.
obviously the air just,
Comes out. So
escapes
it
from
makes
there.
it more aerodynamic.
It's a flowing shape, yep. What I love about it is the front, by the way. This is what reminds me of the Le Mans racers. It's just,
Well, it kind of just looks like a normal Porsche. from
it's
the front.
fat, it's low, it's just beautiful. I think this is the best thing that Porsche's created. And one of the main reasons for that is I love big engines. And I doubt it if Porsche's ever gonna produce a 10-cylinder engine ever again.
Wow, so this is going to be pretty valuable then.
This is a car that cannot be replicated. All the engines around the world are shrinking. Everybody's going green. This is a beautiful V10 and you should hear the sound of it.
I couldn't believe it. It was insane. Can we start it? Can we hear it?
Yeah?
Yeah?
The keys are in the car. Why don't you try it?
How much?
Come on, go
Yeah, but
for it.
what about if I do something wrong now?
Just press the clutch,
Which one's the clutch?
the one on the extreme left.
Oh my God, I can't fit in it. I really didn't feel comfortable about it because that car is worth more than I am. And I turned it on and it sounded cool, but I really don't give a because if I break it, I gotta pay for it. And I don't have the money to pay for it. I like.
The V10 on that car, this is the most unique engine sound.
This is probably the most expensive car I've ever been in. I'm probably gonna rip my jeans on the way out as well.
Was that
nice. I feel
stressful?
a bit flustered now.
Here's a girl who drives a Cherokee with like pink highlights, and now I'm getting her to sit in a Carrera GT and fire it up. I think I made her day. No, actually, hold on. I think I made her a year, maybe even a lifetime. Probably one of the lowest mileage specimens that I've come across.
What do you mean?
It's got 750 kilometers. It's hardly been driven. It's literally brand new.
What else does it do?
The wing goes up after 100 kilometers. You can remove the top, by the way.
It's a Spider then.
It's a Spider. Yes.
Yay, I learned something new.
It's as comfortable can be in terms of a sports car. And at the same time, it's a monster on the track.
It is beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I actually want to drive it properly though.
Start giving me a Snapchat, by the way. I mean, get me the vent over here. What I want you to do is get me the rims. It's just one of those things that's just glorious. What Porsche's done in terms of engineering, construction, sound, it's just great.
When Mo chooses the car that we want to feature in the magazine, he usually also takes it upon himself to find a location that's suitable. And he chose our National Theatre. Brand new theatre, state of the art. It's the best that there is in this region. Hela Salah. How you
Samir.
doing, man?
How you doing?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
This is your baby, huh? Salah Salahuddin is a guy that we've known all our lives. His love of cars trumped everything else. Now he has SMS Garage, which is one of the best garages we have, not in Bahrain, in the Gulf.
This car was built about 6 years ago. We've done a ground-up restoration on it.
Flawless.
Yeah, well, it took some time. We had to make sure all the panels fit neatly. All the suspension has been addressed, the brakes, everything to handle more power. This is actually a 1969.
69?
Yes, it's a Camaro SS by Chevrolet, but when we bought it, it didn't have an engine and transmission. So we put a modern Corvette engine in it.
Whoa.
We cosmetically changed the engine from looking like a normal LS1.
Oh, wow.
We changed the valve covers.
Because of the engine size, you had to readjust some of the
No,
things?
and we
Alright.
wanted to make it aesthetically pleasing.
Looks really beautiful.
Bits and pieces like the billet hinges, like how the AC is all hidden, makes a world of a difference.
So this has all the modern mechanical
So, yes.
systems at today's car. This is a classic car. It's been overhauled, remodified, and brought back to life in a modern way. Can I
We-
turn it on?
Sure, more of a hot rod cruiser.
This is a muscle car. Oh, rev it up. Let me hear this.
It talks to you.
It sings to me.
It doesn't talk to you.
I don't know, it was singing to me.
It yells at you. It's a car full of character.
Salah's reputation in terms of restoring vehicles is beyond Bahrain. We have cars that come from Saudi, from Qatar, from UAE, specifically for him, for his garage.
Of course, this car now has over 400 horsepower, and it has the suspension and brakes to deal with that.
How long did it
extra
take you
power.
to restore this?
This particular car took about 2 years to do.
2 years in the making. No matter how much you know about cars, it can never be the same as when somebody's actually done it. Because he's the one who's going to explain to you exactly which pipe goes where. So we needed this information to reflect it better in our story.
The last update we've done, which I'm really proud of, is the sound system. Basically, Camaros and old Mustangs is just a bunch of steel, and everything is exposed, and it really didn't look good. So we wanted to give it a little bit of lush, so we decided to airbrush the amplifier and add the LED lighting.
How clean. The color that it comes out of it was really good. What is a car like this worth?
Cars of this caliber in the States, they can go anywhere from $175,000 all the way up to $225 to $250.
kidding me.
I would price this car at about $150,000, I think.
Wow.
It's safe to say.
It's my lack of knowledge in classic cars that makes me not understand why they should be valued for $100,000 or $200,000. I mean, they're old, but they're well kept, they're rare, they're a piece of art. And just like art, it appreciates. It's a beauty, man. I love it.
Thank you.
We're gonna definitely take care of this car.
You know, it deserves a cover.
It does deserve the cover. I love the color.
It was built to make a statement. I think it does. It was all built in Bahrain. It shows what the kingdom is capable of as far as the automobile industry.
I think you've proved that.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Sold. Not actually buying it, but sold for the magazine. Thank you, Salah.
I was just thinking about it, you know, what would happen if I took her to see the ultimate Ferrari? So I thought, let me spring a surprise for her.
Oh my God, have you bought me a Ferrari?
No, you're jumping the gun. No, seriously, are you ready for this?
Okay, hit me.
Abracadabra.
Oh, that was perfect
It's
timing.
happening. It's going up.
Have you got the clicker in your hand?
No, I don't. See, I've only got my telephone, but look what's behind.
Oh my God.
4 of the rarest Ferraris. I mean, the modern day Ferraris, at least.
That is amazing.
That's exactly what I wanted. It was perfect. It was priceless.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder how many times you had to practice for that garage to open. Oh my God, these cars are beautiful.
We're here to talk about this baby right here.
And what is this one?
This is an F50. It's got a 4.7-liter engine. It's a V12 with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And it puts out about 514 horsepower. And this is actually, to me, one of the most beautiful Ferraris in the F-Series.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's also considered to be one of the forgotten ones. The reason for that was this was newer than the F40, but unfortunately, it wasn't very fast.
How fast is it?
It does a 0 to 100 in about 3.8 seconds, which is pretty quick. When it came out, it should have outperformed that car by a whole lot, but it
This
didn't.
one.
The limited tractability at low speeds from the V12 versus the explosive F40s, twin turbochargers, and short gearing. Fair enough, it's a little bit of a slouch when you're launching the car. But once you're in the higher gears, there's no stopping that car. I mean, it's just fantastic. Beautiful plexiglass cover right here where you can see the engine right underneath.
I can see the engine through here as well.
You can
That's
see it
amazing.
everywhere, technically. It's just basically
Oh my
shell.
gosh. Snapchat this.
Snapchat that because you can see the engine through. Pure brute. That's what it is. These, when they first came out, were priced at around $480,000. In today's money, you would be looking at $1.8 million to $2 million.
So maybe when I'm 65, I can afford to buy one.
Possibly, yes. Check out the interior.
That is
Beautiful bucket
amazing.
seats. It's bare bones.
It's very raw. Quite scary how like low down it is. I feel like it's literally
On the ground. This is actually the beginning of how Ferrari started developing the V12 engine. Because the engine actually is derived from a Formula One car. On its highest roar, it's just something you gotta hear for yourself. You gotta experience it.
So what year was this made in then?
This was a 1995 production car. The roof comes off.
So it's a Spider.
Spider, you've really clung on to that
Yeah,
term,
I have. I'm still learning. Okay, explain more to me about a V12 you said the engine was, right?
It's got 12 cylinders. People have 4-cylinder cars, which don't really move, 6-cylinder cars, which kind of move, and then you've got the 12 cylinders, which really haul. The beauty about this one, what they tried to do is they pushed the engine a little bit more towards the center.
To balance the car?
To balance the car, because that's what gives it the handling prowess.
The Ferraris were really cool. I appreciated them. I really enjoyed it.
I want you to get a picture of these radiator fans right here, because that's where all the cooling comes from.
That is
for the whole car.
awesome.
See how cleverly it's designed. It's hid right here. Wind comes in, gets out of here, goes all the way to the back, puts down force on the wing.
Wow.
It's just beautiful. The F50 is a great car. That's the one we selected for the publication for that month. It deserved its moment of glory. Back to the office.
Yeah, let's go. Bye, Ferraris.
Abracadabra. Boom.
Oh my God. How did you
works.
do that?
It works.
Where is the key?
Wheels of Arabia. It's owned by Abdurrahman Muayyad. He's the agent in Bahrain for Ducati, Moto Guzzi. He contacted me, of course, being Arabian Motors, and asked us how we can collaborate. We've been collaborating ever since of how to market their motorbikes. These are very important clients.
Okay.
We just signed up with them recently. These are all state-of-the-art motorbikes from Italy. I want you to snap away, and if we see something interesting, we need to mention it on our Instagrams and Facebooks.
Okay.
Vespa, Biaggi, and Aprilia are actually one brand, one company.
They all sound like Italian pastas.
They are.
Really not interested in bikes. I know it sounds quite crazy considering I work at a magazine and this is what we do.
Congratulations on the Superbike Championship.
Thank you very much.
It was a great success.
It was fantastic. We just finished our first season.
Next year, you're going to be doing the same thing?
We hope so. We might even have you on board.
I would love to be on board.
Yeah. Let me show you one of our new products over here.
This is a Ducati.
It's called an X Diavel, and it's Ducati's first attempt at a cruiser.
Sorry, did you say an oven? Ducati 11 oven?
No, it's a bike. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no. I
it's a
just
motorbike.
meant the word that you said at the end. Okay.
So, AK, we're...
I'm learning about bikes. I know nothing about
We're
them.
starting from the basics.
Yeah, we are. It's literally like ABC for me.
Her background knowledge of the automotive scene in general is zero. Actually, -0 if we can go there. But again, it's Nadia. I'm learning to accept things and move it.
These new bikes have great options. So it's got Bluetooth, it's got LED screens,
it does?
colored screens. So it links up to your phone,
Okay.
gives you GPS tracking,
Oh, wow.
shows you where you rode. So it's the first belt-driven Ducati. Usually they're all chain-driven. And it looks gorgeous, performs really well. It's got a 6-speed transmission. Cruisers don't come with single-side swing arms usually. So it's really unique.
I'm more into just sit back, relax, and put it on cruise control kind of a person. If I was to buy a Ducati, it would be the X Diavel, because I actually love it. What do they go for?
These things are around 11,000 dinars.
Wow.
It looks like something Batman would drive, like the wheels and stuff. Yeah.
It does.
It's got the power, it's got the grunt.
Well, I can tell you that I actually found my favorite looking Ducati.
But the performance is there. It's 1600 cc.
The most obvious thing about it is the foot pedals are actually in the front, which gives you a position of cruising, which is comfortable. So who we're targeting?
Essentially, this caters to a whole wide range. You know, there's something called a Diavel, which is the
Right.
other model.
Right.
So this thing's called an X Diavel.
Right.
Which essentially means it's a performance meets cruiser
Cruiser.
type of market. Yeah, so
this
it's
is
a
it.
crossroads essentially.
I love it. I absolutely love it. This will definitely be my next bike.
We'd love to get you on.
We'll take care of this for you, okay?
Absolutely.
It looks like you can sit on it easy and it had a nice big space for my big bum as well. But I haven't actually ridden one yet, so I need to do that.
I think I'd need a model.
I don't know because it's all about the car. I think the girl might kind of divert the attention away from the car.
Yeah, but I'm not quite keen on the color of the cars.
How you guys doing?
Glad
how's it
you're
going?
here.
How are you, Jody? Good. How are you?
Madam, how you
Hello,
doing?
darling. How are you?
Next time, you can come later, I guess. You're early, you're always early. I don't know.
It's all right, calm down, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening without me.
I'm trying to change his name legally from Mo to just late. Mr. Always Late.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, come on, 5-10 minutes, it's not a big deal. I don't know what he's going on about, but you know, he loves to so it's okay. So you want a model?
I think we should have a model because the color is ugly.
What are you saying? I mean, the model, she's right. I think it's going to take away from the car. I want to have the car as the hero on the cover.
This is going to be a cover
Yeah,
shoot?
this is a cover shoot.
I'm going to put this on the cover?
337 of these in the world. Of course it's a cover shoot.
I'm not sure if this should be on the cover. I mean, I know I can see that the car is nice, important, and expensive, but
This was
it's
like
not going to get
in
people to pick up the magazine from the shelf because it's on the cover.
2000 GT. Of course
What,
people are
what
going to
year
pick it
was
up.
it made in?
1967.
So it's like
That's
a
before I was
collector's
born.
car, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that old?
I'm that young.
Just for that, it
I
should
said
be.
it's
Just
before I
for
was
that, it
born.
should be on the cover.
It didn't look good, didn't look exciting. It had really, really boring color, racing beige. I've heard of racing green, racing blue, but racing red, but racing beige.
2 of these were actually in the James Bond movie as well, by the way.
Which
There
ones
you
were
go.
convertible.
Okay.
The
They were
1967 movies?
It is definitely cover-worthy material, almost like $1 million now in the market, if you can find one.
Well, if it was in James Bond, I definitely think it's an iconic car, so you should put it on the front cover without a model.
I know it's
I wanted
nice.
a
and
classic. I mean, you know, just mix it up. We usually have the Lambos and the Ferraris and everything, but you know, once in a while we need to have one of these
All right,
beautiful
fine, but if
gems.
we're not selling that issue, then it's your on the line. Because if we're not selling this,
I'll buy all the
that's
copies.
you did that last time, and I know that you
Cut
did
it
that
from my
last time.
paycheck. This is where my life becomes difficult because I have to sit there trying to explain why each car has to be in the magazine.
I don't really
People
care
will
about the-
pick up the magazine and they're going to pick it up
By the
from
way,
all around the
they're always
GCC if you
like
want,
this.
because this is very rare.
Can you make
Between
it front cover quality?
Sure can.
If I can just maybe see what kind of angle we want.
Is this really how you envision your
This is
your
how
front
we
covers?
envision things. This is it, yani.
Bring it down low.
Yeah.
the front line of the car over here, right above the wheel, it's got like this beautiful arch. So
Nice
try
curve.
and get that. Yeah. The 2000 GT, it's an awesome car. Technically leaps ahead of what Japan had to offer back then. To me, that car is like the holy grail of all the modern Japanese supercars that you see today, from the Toyota Supra to the Nissan GTR.
What the headline's gonna be like? What are we gonna
2000 GT, the James Bond car.
What was James Bond thinking, really, putting a Japanese car in his show? What happened to Aston Martin or the Lotus? Tell me something about this car that will go on the cover.
It's a 6-cylinder engine built in development with Yamaha. So you see there's a JV going on
Motorbike,
between.
okay? It's a motorbike.
They did this for Toyota. They
There's a
modified
reason
the engine
why
for
they
them.
don't build cars,
They modified
okay?
the engine for them. It's got 150 bhp. It's got a beautiful body that looks almost Italian. It was selling for what, $6,800. Now that, my friend, is like Porsche territory for those days. The performance on this was pretty good too. Otherwise, they would not have taken it in the James Bond movie. This is one of those rare cars that you won't find. I tell you the truth, this is the only one in the GCC. Seriously, anybody who loves Japanese cars, and there's a lot of them out there, the styling is gorgeous. This is a classic. If Sean Connery is driving it, of course it's good enough for the magazine. It's good enough for the cover.
I'm
There
not
you go.
happy, and I'm gonna actually gauge how many magazines we sell on that particular issue. You'll have the schedule and everything, and if you can take care of that, will be very much
Sure,
appreciated.
no problem at all.
All right? Thanks a lot. man.
Catch you very
take
soon.
care.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really excited about the Bugatti because it has Hermes interior.
Yes, it is a very special one. There were 5 built, and this is supposed to be the first one from those 5 because there were like variants of the Bugatti
Oh my God,
Veyron.
look, it says Hermes here as well.
Bugattis are known to be stunners. No matter how many times you've seen it on Instagram, you look at any Bugatti on the road, you stop, you look.
So tell me, what is Hermes about it? Is it only the interior?
The entire interior is done by Hermes leather.
Okay.
And it had some Hermes luggage up front, bags, things
In
like
the
that.
car. Do you know the Hermes Birkin bag has like the longest waiting line in the world?
I wonder if it's gonna
And
be
you're
there.
saying there's
Check
like
it out.
something in here? Oh, I don't like putting my fingers in unknown places.
It's in Hermes, come on.
And
That's
that
all.
comes with the car?
Yeah.
Can I take it out?
No, now you're pushing it. Seriously, I mean, it's in there, just leave it in there.
I would buy the car just for that. The Bugatti was insane. It was pretty cool to experience a Bugatti. You know, I'm lucky enough to get into these amazing sports cars, photograph them, take selfies with them, show them off, pretend I own them when I really don't.
They paid about 250,000 dinars extra for this particular car just to justify
For the
that it's
interior?
Yes, it's
For
because of the
Hermes?
Hermes. It kind of shows the excessive opulence this part of the region has for unique things. The point of the car is this.
The engine.
It's a 16-cylinder engine. It's got 4 turbos. It's 8 liters. And
it
you know
goes
how much
pretty
horsepower
fast.
it produces?
1,000?
Yeah, well, it was 1,001 when it first
Oh
came
my
out.
God,
but
I
then
nearly got it right.
they were pumped up to 1,200. It was the fastest car on the planet until recently.
So this goes pretty fast then.
Very fast. It does about 250 miles per hour, which is approximately 431 kilometers. When it's traveling at that speed, it is a monster, to tell you the truth. You know, the tires can withstand that kind of speed for only up to about 15 minutes. The Veyron uses fuel pumps that can pump fuel 8 times faster than a normal car. 26.4-gallon fuel tank. You keep driving at that speed, it's probably going to go dry in about 12 minutes. It's very expensive, again, and it's very difficult to maintain. It's for people for whom money's no object. Talking about the tires, 4 of these, if you were to change them, would cost you $40,000. That's $10,000 a pop, exactly. Why would you want to own a Bugatti, right? It's all about being right at the top of the food chain. It's not even called a supercar, it's a hypercar. It rides like skimming on water. I mean, that's how smooth this car is. Everything is the best of the best. The bolts that are used on this car, they're all titanium. It comes in 3 parts, and when you assemble it, those 3 parts together, it only takes 14 different bolts.
I have to get in this, I'm sorry.
Fine, sit in the lap of luxury.
I just want to take this all in.
Don't scratch it.
I know. I think I just got ahead of myself. I thought I could do it again. With the Bugatti, I got excited. Someone left the keys inside.
You wanted to go for a spin,
Mo,
but you forgot to close the
Can I turn
bonnet.
the car on?
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
All right, come on, we're getting late. Wait,
Wait, I don't want to do it.
cut it.
Okay.
Out.
Okay. This is what I did before to my friend's car in England, and I like completely messed it up. Turning on a Bugatti, thinking I'll be able to drive away in it, I'm pretty sure I f***ed up. We're getting out.
You spoiled it. It didn't start. Something's wrong with it.
No, shut up. Okay, let's go. That was a nice car.
Hey, Nadia.
Hello, how are you?
Want to play pool?
I'm okay, actually.
Do you know how to play pool?
I do, but I tend to play better when I've had a drink.
Our meeting room is designed in a way where it's like a playroom. This is where we discuss and brainstorm what we're going to be doing and agree or disagree on what we're supposed to be doing. How was your week?
Yeah, it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it is really, really overwhelming. All the information I'm taking in, like trying to remember which car is what, is quite hard.
We went to see Khaled's garage and we had a fantastic time there. I also did a really nice surprise for her with the Ferrari F50 shoot. Bam! The garage shutter goes up and she sees them lined up. She was like, holy. You can tell, right? When something looks wow and it's like out of the ordinary, you can see, oh, this is a nice car.
There's thousands of cars and people are giving you names, numbers, years, colors, size, engines. Oh my God.
How'd you guys do at AK's?
Oh, we did good. Had some pointers. Your dress code. It's beautiful. I love it. Except it'll be hard for you to sit in a car wearing such heels and having such a beautiful hair makeup.
But that's me, though.
I understand.
I like to dress. I never know who I'm gonna bump into or meet.
But that will lead you to you being uncomfortable. I can't have one of my staff huffing and puffing as if they don't want to be there. What the hell? It's not always the most appropriate attire, so I had to give her a heads up. Sometimes we have to wear helmets when we're driving cars, and there's no way she could put a helmet on that hairstyle.
On top of everything I do, I actually am a beauty blogger, so I'm really, really into my hair and makeup.
However, you're not beauty blogging when you're working with us. Our work is with cars and with bikes.
You'll scratch the cars with your heel.
Crash the cars, your makeup will come down and everything, and then it'll start feeling uncomfortable. I understand it was your first week. All fine, you did very good. Just avoid those things.
Oh God, men will just never understand. I like to dress the way I do. I feel good about myself. And trust me, if I came to the office without trying to make an effort with them, they'd probably fire me.
Who chose the Camaro location?
Sangeet had it booked up.
Dude, I love that location. And the museum looked beautiful. Maybe he can schedule other photo shoots in the coming weeks.
I want to do more classics or something like out of the ordinary there.
Speaking of classic, dude, that Toyota, dude.
Oh God,
That
please, can we
James
not go through
Bond
this again?
wannabe car.
It's a cult classic, dude. You own a car magazine. If you say that in front of someone, they're gonna just like throw up or something.
If I own a car magazine, it doesn't mean I have to love every car out there, does it?
I know, so just leave this one to me. I'm telling you, this is fucking
I did.
amazing. I feel that it's really vital for us to educate the target audience. And this 2000 GT is really a cult classic, especially with all the JDM guys.
You wait till we go to Dubai. Oh, If you think this is amazing, wait till
That's
you
a
go
whole
there.
different ballgame.
Yeah, that is really
But
a whole
wait.
different ballgame.
By the way, her social media stuff, it's really flying. A lot of
Snapchat
likes.
is definitely, I think, a really good decision to add that. It engages more with the customer and they feel more connected with us. Kind of like, okay, guys, make sure you pick up our next issue because we're going to be covering this car, and these are behind the scenes of what we're doing.
Branding.
Yeah, exactly.
wasting
Getting more
money.
brand recognition.
I know we have to do that, which is why you're here. I still don't know how to make money out of it.
He keeps asking me, how am I gonna make him money? But I don't think he understands I am saving him money in marketing.
Think of it this way.
That's
Instead of
what's
like
making you the
advertising
money.
on radio, advertising on billboards and stuff, we've got this.
Okay, so that makes sense now.
I'm just like kind of hoping that she will get a little bit better, you know, having the capability to put those posts on unsupervised. Hang in there, you're doing
Yeah.
all right.
We'll do good. Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
Another exciting week coming up. All
Yeah.
right? So you guys can go.
Yay!
Good job.
Have a good weekend,
Good job.
everyone.